Hey Leo. Oh, welcome to the space. Welcome back. I am finally getting back to the moon messages for everyone. So we are about to enter into the Aquarius full moon energy. If you guys didn't see your new moon messages, it's because I skipped those, but there is August messages for you guys for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. This is for the Aquarius full moon on the 9th. Yes, the 9th of August, depending on where you are in the world. We're going to go ahead and jump into it, Leo. So check your moon and or rising placements, specifically your rising signs, for deeper resonance and, deeper messages of, that will may resonate with you or be more accurate to your current circumstances. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump in. We're just going to shuffle through and see what my ancestors have to say, and the guardians and protectors that surround me, and what messages they have to relay to you from the gods, from the universe, of what's going on in this forecast for the Aquarius full moon for you, Leo. Okay. We're going to talk about, or just kind of tap into, what type of emotions you may be feeling at this time as we move into the Aquarius full moon. What type of emotions you may experience, what's going on within your life with your relationships to other people for this Aquarius full moon. And also think about, we're also going to tap into, what thoughts you guys are having at this time as we are entering that full moon phase. Okay, this is a time of release. It's a time of surrender. Okay, whatever you have been brainstorming or have cooking in the oven, so to speak, it's going to be time to take it out of the oven, right? So let's go ahead and see here, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, ancestors of light, messengers of light, guardians and protectors. What messages do you have for the Leos out there? Sun, Moon, and Rising placements of Leo. Those born with a Sun, Moon, or Rising placement of Leo for this Aquarius full moon coming up this month in August. We do have a few planets in retrograde as well, so whenever planets pull their energy back, that means that we are the ones being given the reins. We are the ones being given control to fix ourselves, to figure out who we want to be, to figure out how to communicate properly, right? Figure out what we really want in our lives. So retrogrades is just, all it is just planets pulling their energy back, pulling their assistance and their support back for a little bit, so that we can truly see the truth of what our circumstances are. Okay, so we have the card of play. Sorry if you guys can't see that. I don't know why it's not really focusing, but we have the card of play. So Leo, it seems like that you guys are actually being met with this energy, especially in the month of August during this full moon in Aquarius, as we move into Virgo season, right? Before we move into Virgo season, as we end the summertime, the month of August is really calling for you to balance your life when it comes to work and play. Some of you guys, you may be working too much, right? You're working a little bit too much. Maybe you're workaholics. It's time to go out and do some fun things. Whatever fun means for you, right? And we have bottom of the deck, we have measurement. Some of you guys, Leo, you might be very mathematical in the way you think about things, or you're learning how to be a little bit more mathematical, writing things down, planning things, right? Just kind of being more calculating, more, especially when it comes to your relationships. It's like being more calculative being more observant, maybe being a little bit more analytical instead of just pouring your heart into something, just really understanding the math behind it. Maybe experimenting and like, if I do this and I do this, what is this going to equal to, right? What is the result of this? But I do get the sense of you guys being a little bit more observant, a little bit more calculative, a little bit more analytical of a certain situation in your life during this full moon in Aquarius. So it's like work and play. It's like as you play, as you enjoy your life, there's someone or something in your life that you are kind of measuring or you're calculating. It's not just, you know, you just frolicking around and just messing around. And, you know, you also need to, again, balance work and play here. That's what I'm getting. But definitely, you know, go out and have fun. Go out and have fun and enjoy yourself. Some of you guys may be paying a little bit too close attention to measuring someone else or measuring other people, or, you know, maybe you're too analytical to the point where you're just kind of missing the plot. You're just kind of missing the whole point of the matter, you know. So I'm just getting a sense of balance here. There's a need for balance, but for the most part, you may need to just kind of get your mind off of whatever it is that you're analyzing and just kind of take moments to do something fun, do something playful. That could be playing video games. That could be, you know, going out, having a good time with friends or family, or with your significant other if you have a significant other. We have Saturn. Okay, we have discipline. Okay, Saturn is in Aries. I believe Saturn is in retrograde at this time, Leo. Leo. So I'm just getting that when it comes to, there's this energy again of balancing work and play. Boundaries, because it also says boundaries on this card. So there is a like needing to focus on self for sure, needing to focus on things that make you happy. The bottom of the deck, we have square. We have a square here. So competition, tension, and disharmony. So I'm getting, in order for you guys to avoid that disharmony, this tension, or this competitive energy, that some competitive, because I feel like with you guys, Leos, either you're more competitive than most people, or there are people around you who are trying to compete with you for whatever reason. There's some people who may be jealous of you, and or they just feel like, you know, you have what they want, and they feel like they can stand up to you, but I just feel like they don't really have a chance. But if this is you, Leo, trying to compete with other people, please stop doing that. That is not, why would you compete? You're a Leo. What are you competing for? If you want something, you go do the work to get it. You're capable of that, right? You're, out of a lot of the signs, most of the signs, you are definitely capable of getting what you want. But this is a time where, you know, if there's a sense of laziness or being lax when it comes to the work that you need to do, get down to work with that. And it could just be with your personal lives. It doesn't have to be with money. It could be, maybe you need to declutter something in your house, a room in your house. Maybe you need to clean something in your house. Maybe you need to declutter your mind. You have the supermoon. You have supermoon here. Intimacy, luminosity, hyper-awareness. Okay. Some of you guys may be sexually frustrated, or you're feeling more sexually attractive. You know, your sexual energy, your sensual energy is maybe heightened at this time under this full moon in Aquarius. I get the sense that some of you guys, you are definitely dealing with someone you are intimate with. It could be your husband, your wife, it could be your fiance, it could be your boyfriend, girlfriend. It could just be a person that you're just dating, maybe friends with benefits. I don't know. But it's like some of you guys are just maybe feeling very anxious under this full moon in Aquarius this month for that 30 days before the next full moon. Okay. You have the solstice. So this is energy of transition. We are in the summer. Sorry about that, Leo. I have no idea what happened, but my camera cut out, but we're going to keep going. Again, with the solstice, we are in the summer solstice. We are entering into the fall equinox. We're entering autumn, right? So there's something when it comes to turning up the heat or turning up the volume of something in your life, like something needs to kind of pick up speed or pick, you know, height, just kind of like heighten the wow, it's funny that I was about to say turn up the heat, and it has fire at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys, Leo, you're dealing with a fire sign, or you have a lot of fire in your chart. Some of you guys may have a fire, maybe you have a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries stellium, or you have 3 placements of fire in your chart. That could be it as well. I'm just getting that there is the need to kind of really get something done or get something started. And it's surrounding work and play here. It's surrounding, how are you having fun? Is it healthy? Right? Is it healthy? I also get the sense that you need to take some distance, Leo, like there, especially in your relationships. I feel like there's something with your health. There's something with, you know, under this Aquarius full moons, there's something with your health. There's something with your, I don't know, your overall well-being as an individual on a personal level that, yeah, energy. Yeah, your energy is, you need to shift the direction of your energy. It says flow. How much work are you putting into yourself? How much work are you, or how much work are you putting into a relationship? Because it could be that there's something within your relationships that need to heal. There's something when it comes to your money that needs to heal. And it has everything to do with energy, your energy. Okay, we have the devil. We have the 5 code. And it says puzzles, synchronicity, coincidence. So during this Aquarius full moon, I'm getting that, yeah, bottom of the deck, you have healing. You have healing. Service to others. So Leo, there is a sense of giving. Either there are those of you, you're giving way too much to someone, and you may be feeling like you're like a 1,000-piece puzzle that's just been like broken apart and like scrambled, and now we have to figure out how to put this puzzle back together. Now we got to figure out where do the pieces go? Where do we start? You know, some of you guys are realizing like you have to start over with something, like completely start over now, because you've lost your direction. You've lost yourself. And now it's time to kind of start over and go back to square one, either within a relationship or with your finances. Because we have the devil card here and it says trapped. So some of you guys, you have kind of lost your freedom, or you've given up your freedom for a relationship, or you've given up your freedom for a job, right? There's codependent behavior here as well within a relationship. Again, it could be a roommate situation, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a business partnership even. And because of this loss of freedom that you feel, this Aquarius full moon may illuminate your emotions and cause you to really see where you have taken anger out on people or taken anger out on yourself because of this loss of self. So you need to go out and have fun. You don't need anyone's permission to do so. You need to go out and have fun. Safely. Okay, make sure you're being safe. Make sure, you know, people know where you are, you know, if it's a safety thing. Okay. But this full moon in Aquarius is going to ask you, like, where are you at in your life? Where do you want to be? What types of decisions have you made up until this point, right? That's really important here. It's very, very important. You may be looking at your life and looking at how much you've lost or how much you've gained. Like, maybe you're looking at a relationship and you're like, how much of myself have I lost in this relationship? And how much have I gained in this relationship? And maybe just make a list of that. Some of you guys may make the decision to leave a relationship, right? Because you realize that there's so much of yourself that you've lost. And you just, you know, you're just not really sure how to, you don't see any growth there. Yeah, we have the Nine of Discs. This is the Nine of Pentacles. So I do see this as needing independence. Some of you guys just need your independence back. Okay, we have the Two of Cups of union. Yeah, so there's definitely something here when it comes to codependency. Now again, you don't have to break up with anybody. Again, this Two of Cups can also be a job. Let's see what this 5 code is all about. But yeah, this Two of Cups can be a job. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It can be. It can also be a friend or a family member. Like, there's a situation where you just feel trapped for some reason. And you don't necessarily have to leave this job to make it worth your while. You don't have to leave your job. If you like your job and you just want to grow, or you feel like it's time for you to get promoted, like maybe you just need to kind of nudge your boss a little bit, nudge management a little bit, you know, and it can change, you know. If you want a job where you're doing things more on your own, you know, and you can grow and become a leader within the company, then go for it, right? It's just how you shift your energy. We have the Princess of Cups. Yes. Yeah. So emotionally, you know, again, you're feeling a little bit scrambled, Leo. You're feeling a little bit scrambled. Some of you guys, if this is a partnership or a relationship, you know, you're definitely dealing with addictions. For some of you, there could be some addictions. Maybe you're not eating enough. Maybe you're addicted to not eating enough, or you're addicted to eating too much, or maybe you're addicted to a certain type of food. Maybe you're not eating too much, like you're just eating too much of something, or maybe you're drinking too much. Maybe you are addicted to soda. I don't know, addicted to sugar. But you have the Princess of Wands of, you know, exploration. So yes, you need to get out. You need to go do something that you haven't done in a long time, Leo. You need to, I don't know, go out into nature, or go travel somewhere every weekend, or when you get off work. Go do something when you get off of work, you know, because you do have dreams and you do have goals, you have aspirations, you want to grow, but there is something here within a union with someone, or within a union when it comes to finances. Maybe it's a business union or business partnership, or something, some type of job commitment where you feel trapped. You feel like you're not really allowed to do certain things or take time off, because, you know, without this job, or without your manager giving the thumbs up. You know, maybe you have a manager that's very, very much of a stickler when it comes to time off. It can be a lot of things, and it's really affecting your intimacy with you know, your partners, or with your partner. It's affecting, you know, the boundaries that you set for yourself and other people, right? It's like there's someone here who doesn't understand boundaries, right? Or maybe it's you, Leo. Maybe you're the one, you need to understand boundaries. But there's a lot of healing that needs to take place here, because what you're going through here under this, you know, as you enter this full moon phase in Aquarius, during this full moon phase, you need to understand, how am I affecting other people by allowing myself to be lost in the sauce of this circumstance, right? If you're have been addicted to anything, or if you've just been feeling stuck, your emotions are being affected by that. Okay, again, some of you guys are making the decision to be independent and leave a situation behind. You're breaking up with something or someone, or you are finding your own independence within the situation. So if you're in a relationship, or if this is, you know, let's use a relationship as an example. If you're in a relationship with someone, you don't always have to be around them. You don't always have to be doing things with them. Go out and do things for yourself. If you want to go on a trip, just go ahead and do it. Now, if you're in a relationship where someone doesn't trust you, or they feel like you're cheating, or they don't trust you to be away from them, that's their problem, right? Relationships are all about trust. So you have to be able to trust, you know, and if that person, if you know, Leo, if you're not being faithful to someone, or if you're not allowing someone to travel in your life because you don't feel like they're being faithful to you, then, you know, eventually the truth will come out, and then you just have to let them go, right? But there's something here about a union with someone, or with a job, that is just not really allowing you to be you. But I do get the sense that you need to make sure that you're being honest, okay? If you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be like walking out on your relationship and cheating on anybody. Like, if you don't want to be with them anymore, just have that conversation so that you can have your freedom back, right? I do get the sense under this full moon, you will, you know, receive some type of message in your dreams. It's quite possible that there are going to be people under this full moon who love you very much, or who are thinking about you on an emotional level. And they want to extend like some type of offer, extend some type of message to you to let you know that they're thinking about you, let you know that they care about you and that they love you. Okay, now if you're dealing with some hardship in a relationship, please do not cause any type of arguments under this full moon, you guys. Make sure that, you know, you're being kind. Be kind. You know, don't use angst or spite when communicating with this person, or if you're leaving this person, don't do it out of spite or out of anger. Just, you know, come to peace with it, and just be like, you know what, I really care about you, but this is just not going to work out for me, and I wish you the best, you know, and you just move on if that's where you're at. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify these cards really quickly, Leo. Because some of you guys, you are going through a transition, okay? Some of you guys, you are leaving a relationship and you're trying to figure out how to move through this, you know, where you're going to live, or, you know, maybe you're moving. Like the volume or the temperature has been turned up in your life, in some aspect of your life, okay? So let's see what this Nine of Pentacles is talking about for you guys, for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, ancestors. Let's see. Unless they don't want me to pull cards from this, because usually they're screaming and pulling, you know, having the cards fall out. Oh. Queen of Cups. Yep, you need to fill your own cup, Leo. You need to fill your own cup. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Be dealing with someone who has Cancer in their chart, or maybe we do have Venus in Cancer, okay? Three of Cups and Three of Wands. Yeah, so when it comes to your energy and your independence, you need to kind of plan your future, Leo. Whether you're in a relationship or not, what do you want for yourself? This is where the healing begins. This is where the healing begins. Let's go ahead and clarify this Two of Cup energy. Like this, in order to heal this relationship, or to even just to heal yourself, you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your money. You need to focus on your own independence. You need to go out and hang out with friends, right? And if this is you hanging out with your significant other, it needs to be a healing time. It needs to be fun, not people pleasing, but also not you being mean, or you being, you know, just creating distance, you know, and being angry, or being, you know, angsty or whatever. It's just creating clear boundaries, but being respectful about it, right? And making sure that that other person is respecting you, because if not, then you just, you know, may make the decision to leave because they don't want to respect you. But there are those of you, maybe you're just feeling trapped in a relationship, but you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius in your chart with this Two of Cups here. This is the Knight of Wands. So there is some of you guys, you just want to go out and have fun. Some of you guys just want to go out and meet someone new. If this is a job situation that you're committed to, you just kind of want to take a vacation. Some of you guys may be venturing out and deciding, you know what, I want a new job. I don't want to work here anymore, right? But some of you, Leo, you know, there's a relationship where you love this person very much. You still have passion for this person. It's just that things have just kind of become way too codependent. They've just become codependent, and that's not a healthy trait in a relationship. So let's keep on going. We're going to clarify the Two of Cups some more, and then clarify the Princess of Cups. So let's see, ancestors. Ooh. Yeah, so things are gonna be fine. You have the Two of Wands, the Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. That's focusing on your money, focusing on your own well-being financially. This is commitment. This is discipline. Yeah, focusing on your money. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Knight of Swords. So there's definitely an energy of kind of being stuck in the past, or being stuck on, not even just the past, but just being stuck on something emotionally that you just need to let go of, Leo. Just let go of it, you know. The more you stay focused on what's not working, or what didn't work, or what didn't go your way, you're just going to remain stuck in this devil energy, and that's never fun, right? But there is someone here where they do see a future with you. I do see that. Okay, or this is like a business situation, like they still see you as a good employee or a good worker, like they still see a future with you, and they want you to, you know, create a future for yourself with them. But that's completely up to you. Okay, it's completely up to you and the decisions that you make. Some of you guys, there's a business or something in the company that you work for where they want you to have a leadership role. They're just waiting on your response. Yeah, you have the Nine of Cups. So this is you getting the things that you want out of your life, regardless of being in a romantic partnership. Okay, so this is definitely about creating boundaries. I see the King of Swords here, creating some clear boundaries and just observing. So independence within your relationships is what this Aquarius full moon is bringing to you. Let's go ahead and clarify the Princess of Cups, the Magician, Six of Cups. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so going after what you want, healing from the past. Okay, this is a Scorpio sun energy. Yeah, going after what you want, making it happen, Leo. So this is, you have the Blasted Tower, that's Scorpio. So Pluto is in your sun, is in Aquarius right now. So all right, Leo, so that means, again, independence within your relationships. If you're leaving a relationship behind, fine, that is up to you. That is something, if that's something that you know is going to make you happy, it's going to better your life, then leave. But make sure that you're focused on yourself. Dude, if you're focused more on a relationship that didn't work out, you're too focused on your ex or whatever, get your mind off of it. You made your decision, and you need to move forward towards what's going to make you happy. Go on that trip, take that vacation, go hang out with your friends, right? If you're hanging out with your significant other, you know, make sure that it's respectful. Make sure there's, you know, you're not creating any arguments right now, because the planets are not really creating like a cushion for us with that. You're going to be fine, Leo. In order to make this month of August and this full moon in Aquarius smooth sailing, focus on your independence, whether you're in a relationship or not. No more people pleasing, no being of service to others before being, you know, without being of service to yourself. okay? Create boundaries and make sure that those boundaries are being respected. You know, make sure that you're disciplined in getting the things done that you need to get done, okay? Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Leo.